Hey, welcome everybody to a very special edition of Wrestling Travels Lockdown Session. Our second one that we've ever done. This is like driving in cars with pro wrestlers. So I'm joined here. Supposed to be Mr. Will Allday, but Will, you got company. Tell me what's going on in that car.
Yeah, we got a carload. We got a Warren Johnson in the back. We got Mysterious Q not so Mysterious Q right here. We're on the way up to the Indy Wrestling Expo, number 3.
All right. We had a little bit of delay there, but you guys are on your way to the Independent Wrestling Expo number 3 tonight, live on Fight TV. By the time this airs, you're going to want to order the review of it, the repeat of it. But
yeah, absolutely, get it on Fight.
Get it on Fight. So I want to start off like I always do. I always like to ask people. I can ask one question to you, Will, and you can pass it on to Warren and Q. But can you guys each tell me, how long you've been in the business and where did you guys break in? Who trained you? You guys each tell me, where did you guys break in? Who trained you?
So I started. I started wrestling matches January 2018. And I was trained by Booker T down in Houston. Warren, what about you?
I've been working for about 6 years. It'll be 7 in October, and I started in Springfield, Illinois, Pinfall Wrestling Association, and then I moved to Houston. I've been training with Booker ever since.
Very cool.
I think I'm coming up on 14 years in the business. Yeah. I started with Tugboat Taylor down in Houston, Texas.
Okay, very cool.
Shoot, so he's been wrestling since he was 30. Holy crap!
That's good. I'm still the old man here, so you're okay. Q. I don't know if you had a chance to go on Twitter. But Mr. Franco Varga has asked you to put your title on the line tonight. Any chance of that happening?
Yeah, I saw Franco talking his crap as he usually does. I had no say in it. Like when I saw it, it was already a done deal. So New Texas already was like, well, the challenge. There we go. So it's on tonight for the New Texas Heavyweight Championship.
Awesome. I got a feeling you wouldn't want it any other way. So let's get after it.
Well, yeah, I mean, to a point, he made a point saying that for him to stay in Texas, I had to put the title on the line. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we don't want you in Texas, buddy. But if I got to beat you, you got to leave, bro.
Yeah. Here we go.
Fantastic. And Will and Warren. What do you guys have tonight? What are your matches? What are your matches?
Shoot, well, we don't really know the lineup yet, but we know that both of us are going to be in the flyweight tournament to see who the best high flyer, I guess, really in the country is, because there are guys coming from all over, all areas, all corners of the country, and so, the 8-man tournament here at the Indy Wrestling Expo 3 is going to show you guys just who that is.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that. I had talked with Stephen Wright not that long ago. Excited about the flyweight tournament. Will,
yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting.
Sorry, such a delay. I apologize.
No, you're good, man.
In turn talking with Kyle and Stephen Wright. It sounds like I'm yelling at you. I'll tone down. You kind of saved the day in their eyes. Independent Wrestling Expo, the first one in August. Showed up on a limited notice and killed it.
Yeah, I had a date open up, and we had talked about possibly doing that show in the beginning, and we couldn't make it match up at first, but once somebody dropped out and my show kind of moved to a different date, you know, it was fortuitous for us, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. It's one of those things where you don't know if the show's going to happen because it's such an extravagant show with so many like talented people, and like you know that this card's going to be stacked from top to bottom. It's a company that just starts. This is the first show ever, and so a lot of people are saying, well, you know, don't put your eggs in this basket. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm glad I did, because it's been something that's kind of getting a little buzz throughout the country, not just online, but here in the state of Texas, because there's talented guys from all over to fight in the same arena. So it's you know, like I said, it's pretty fortuitous. You know, I'm glad that everything worked out. So this will be my third one in a row. I think I'm the only guy that's been on 1, 2, and 3. So you know, I can put that feather in my cap.
There you go, Mr. Indy Expo.
Mr. Indy Expo. Yeah.
Hey, Warren.
Warren.
If you draw Will Allday in the flyweight tournament, how does that affect your ride back home?
Hey, one of us might be quiet the whole way back.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of an awkward question, but I like to be blunt, and you know, it will be quiet. He's just going to be passed out in the back.
That's awesome.
It'll be fun either way. We've had to go to war as well. That's just the name of the game. That's just competition. It's you're trying to be the best at, you know, at this craft right now, and we're all aspiring to higher things. And the only way to do that is to fight and wrestle like good people, good wrestlers, and that's what this carload is.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron, as the saying goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we're all, Booker T's got a hand in all of our training, you know, to a point, and he taught us, you know, you got to bring a fight, and that's what we try to do each time. We don't try to go out there and you know, half-ass anything. So you're definitely going to see some good stuff out there tonight, guys.
Now, Wrestling Travel, we're out of Manchester in the United Kingdom. We bring wrestling fans from all over the world to their favorite wrestling events. Obviously, that hit a huge roadblock this last year. But my question for all of you, if you go around the car, have you guys gotten a chance in your young careers to wrestle internationally? Have you got, where have you guys wrestled? I've been Texas, maybe you guys have made it to Mexico. But have any of you wrestled over in the UK before?
Well, in my very young career, no, I haven't, man. I haven't really got much exposure like that outside of the states of Texas. It's like a little exposure and success has been like contained inside like Texas bubble. So like for me, I haven't yet.
Warren?
I haven't been out the country myself yet. It's something that's on the bucket list, though. Definitely in the UK. The British strong style is definitely a style that like I'm inspired by, and I take little nuances from and put it in my arsenal. So that's definitely something I want to do in the near future.
And British strong style is something I utilize, so I know Warren's been watching me wrestle. He's been taking tips. Yeah, I've been to the UK for a little tour. It was for a company out there that kind of tours through England, Wales, Scotland, and it was a good time. I thought it was going to be like a shock to the system, but it's all the same, really. You know, everybody wants to be entertained. Every fan does, and you know, there are so many different styles on each card that you kind of fit right in seamlessly. So it was a good time. It was a fun experience, and I'm hoping to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're hoping as the world opens back up, that Wrestling Travel can be kind of a conduit helping people cross the pond and bookings and everything. What is one thing I wanted to know? As you guys, all of you, were younger, growing up and watching wrestling, like who did you watch on TV? Who inspired you when you were maybe a kid, your teenage years, and you were like, man, I'm hooked. I gotta watch wrestling.
I know for me growing up, I watched until I was about 11 or 12. And I was always enamored by Steve Austin. I just loved his like attitude. I loved the energy he always brought, and that's kind of how I was as a little kid. I was just kind of a little asshole that was, angry all the time at the world for no reason because I had such a great family. But I guess that's just what I gravitated towards. And then I kind of fell out of love with it for a little bit, and came back. And when I came back, I really started gravitating towards these guys that were like more athletic performers, these aggressive, like hard-hitting performers. And so I really enjoyed watching like AJ Styles. I love Cena just because I love the total package that Cena is, but I gravitated more towards like the AJ Styles type people that wrestled. I just thought they were phenomenal and, no pun intended, but at everything they did, any style that was there they could do, they could work. And so that's what I try to emulate.
I was more into like the cruiserweights when I was younger, so like guys like Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, Dean Malenko, those kind of cats. Of course, like the more polarizing wrestlers like The Rock stands out the most that I'm more into, and I like Steve Austin as well.
My day, it was like Sting, Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels. You had like Rey Mysterio at the, not Rey Mysterio, Ultimate Dragon in WCW doing like those cruiserweight days. Yeah. As far as like, I think ECW was like just coming into TV around that time. So ECW was like Taz, because I was like so sold on Taz. Like he was like a legit badass, and I was legit scared of this dude. Never met him a day in my life. I'm scared of him. So, like, those are the guys for me.
Q, don't feel like the old man in the group. I've interviewed plenty of wrestlers. Ask them, what did you watch? And I've had more than one person say, I never watched wrestling. I got into it. I got into 2006 by playing PlayStation 2, SmackDown. And I'm like, holy shit, am I old? I'm talking, Greg Gagne is my guy, who I grew up watching up here. My guy, in 1985. So I'm the old one. So that's what led me to the.
Oh wow!
I have no idea who they are.
Three drop kicks.
I gave a guy a ride. Another wrestler. Younger guy, didn't know who he was. Just for the about a 2-hour ride. He starts asking me, who do I like? All the stuff that I'm kind of asking you. Favorite match, and I named 1986 Kurt Hennig versus Nick Bockwinkel for the AWA title. It goes to a time limit draw. This guy, literally, I almost had to stop and throw him out. He literally says to me, who the fuck is Nick Bockwinkel? Like, are you shitting me?
I could see that, because when I saw Nick Bockwinkel, he was just in, like, he didn't wrestle. They just brought him on like as an on-screen like. Yeah, like an on-screen like manager type deal or whatever. So when I found out he wrestled, I was like, nah. And I think that match is on the Mr. Perfect DVD. So I'll watch it.
It's number one on the bonus disc. The first one. This is how dumb I am. This is how dumb I am. Find it on YouTube. And somebody goes, if you have the perfect, it's on there. I'm like, son of a bitch. It was in front of me the whole time. So, but Q, thanks. As I try to make you feel less old, you make me feel older. I appreciate it. Warren.
Just with Q, but he's not a day over 35.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's
right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, just for men does wonders on camera. You know what I mean?
Just for men does wonders on camera.
You guys will get there someday.
You guys will get there someday. But
Warren, I'm looking at you, and I don't know if it's the camera angle or what. You look like a big dude, and you're going to be in this flyweight tournament. I'm thinking about this, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, dude, he looks like a beefy dude back there, but you can fly around, huh? What's your height and weight?
What's your height and weight?
I'm about 5'9", and I'm like 175, so I'm not really that big. The camera's small. I'm a little cut though. I'm a little swole, but
it's ripped to the gills.
Dude, the freaking cameras, dude. I'm like, I gotta watch now because this guy gonna be tearing
it up.
He looks like a big dude.
Had about 10, 15 on me, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Q doesn't look big at all, you know.
I'm trying to. I'm losing all my muscles, man.
He's all scrunched up in the front seat. He couldn't fit in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. But you know, I have an idea. I have a little bit of connection problems. But if I can wrap up here, I think I can get this out on Twitter today on YouTube, and people can watch prior to the matches here. Maybe we get some more views. So I want to end with this. I'm going to get this on camera. Would you guys be willing individually to do a lockdown session over the next few weeks with me?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So my final question is, obviously I want everybody to order this on Fight TV tonight if they can't be there. But if you guys can go around and just give me your social media tags, if you have a pro wrestling tees or any merch you got going, I want people to be able to, after they watch, go, hey, I want a shirt from these guys. I want a Mysterious Q shirt or something. So you guys drop your socials and merch?
Yeah, man. I am Mr. Allday on all social medias, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and you can hit me up through there for merch, or you can come see me at the shows. My schedule's up on there too, so once you give that a follow, you'll figure out where to find me.
Fantastic.
On social media, if you just type in Mysterious Q, I'll pop up. On Twitter, it's DA_Mysterious Q. On Instagram, it's Mysterious Q. As far as merch, I just linked up with the company Respect the Culture, so like they're gonna have some tees dropping for me. Actually, in Tampa during Mania weekend, so I'll drop some exclusive that weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah, Fly Brother Warren J on Twitter and Instagram is where you can find me. I'm also 0.5 with Fly Death, the best tag team in Texas. We got our merch on Pro Wrestling Tees, so if you just search Fly Death, we got a whole bunch of brand new T-shirts out, so get you something today.
There you guys have it.
That's awesome. All right. Stay on. I'm going to hit unrecord, but I want to say thank you guys for joining me, and I'll talk to you off the record. But best of luck tonight.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.